we just realized, okay, we spent enough years working for someone else.
Today I'm here in Chiang Mai, Thailand with Ivana and Gianni. 3 years ago, these two professionals decided to change their life completely. They began their travel journey as digital nomads. Their story is next on Human Stories Unveiled. How did you prepare yourself for such a drastic change in your life? Like to sell everything that you own and just have 2 backpacks? How did you prepare yourself mentally, physically, financially?
First of all, it was a big relief to pack our lives just in 2 backpacks. Some people can think like, oh, how can you do it? Or I would miss everything what I have at home. But for us, it was a big liberation just to free ourselves. So we started to cut all expenses that we had. We stopped going out regularly. Every time we wanted to buy something, we just really reconsider it if we really need it or just want it, or even no need to buy it, but we just fancy to have something. For example, we always counted things like, oh, okay, this croissant costs €2, let's say, but I can have 2-hour massage in Thailand. Do I need this croissant?
Right.
No, I don't need.
Is it worth the massage?
Exactly. So our mind, we just completely switch our mind into this saving mode. And also the more we were educating ourselves, like how the other bloggers were saving, how it's possible to live just with your savings, and then after you start to work online to be sustainable on the road.
But was it difficult to do it?
I don't think it was. Because when you have a goal, when you have a dream, you are willing to make any effort to realize this dream.
Is nomadic life beautiful?
It is. Yeah.
Okay. Why would you say it is beautiful?
Well, for me, it's about the sense of freedom that you really experience when you have a nomadic lifestyle. When you live at home, you have your routine, work, family. For me personally, I felt that I was constrained, I was enchained in something. So when you travel, when you have this nomadic lifestyle, you decide your pace. You decide what you want to do, what you want to see, when to wake up. The sense of freedom is exhilarating.
Well, apart from the freedom of decision and freedom to move where you feel to move, it's the creativity. So you are the creator of your story. You write it. You don't wait anymore for someone to tell you what to do.
What about having like a nice car, a big house, lots of space?
For me, it would be just terrible to imagine that I'm responsible for all this property and I have to stay there and to take care of it. Maybe I would like at some point maybe to have a house, but just to sublet it and then travel. To be stuck and take care of all the household, I really can't imagine.
You know, there is a problem that having stuff, having things, create fears. So when you accumulate in your life stuff, cars, houses, furniture, electronics, all this, you create more fears in your life. You have this sense of this fear of losing, being robbed or something. When you start to put your life to have less things in your life, you can get rid of many fears. In fact, all my fears might be related to my equipment, to the things I have with me. Imagine if you have a property, if you have a car, you always have to worry about something. So I'm not saying to people just live your life, your normal life and go nomadic, but what I try to saying is try to accumulate less, and you will see that the sense of freedom that you achieve, it's really rewarding.
We realize that it's important for us to detach from the objects that we had, and that's also maybe the thing with people or with us who were living in the West, that the objects are not problem. It's our attachment that we put to them, or attachment to the job, and we think this is the ultimate way how to live, and we don't see the other options. Like, we never say to people, oh, you have to quit the job and go traveling. No, maybe it's just to realize that you can quit job, or you can just have a break and just to experience something else if you want. Because some people, they don't want, and they feel comfortable, and that's fine if they feel so. So we just realize, okay, we spent enough years working for someone else.
No.
And it was just like chasing dreams of someone else.
Okay.
So, okay, I was happy to help people to achieve their goals, but then you just realize, okay, what about me? I have this tiny space of 25 days per year where they allow me to go and see the world and do what I want, not even at the time when I want or need.
Do you guys think that it takes a lot of courage to leave a lifestyle that a majority of people are doing these days and follow a lifestyle that not so many people are doing, like the nomadic lifestyle?
Well, if you are unhappy in your job, you don't need so much courage. You will be happy to leave your job.
Okay.
But there is one thing that is important when you do that step. You are in full control of your life. Probably the fears that many people have is not to be, they don't want to be in control of their life. They want to be controlled. Before this lifestyle, I was not myself. I was just living a life that I was supposed to live, that I was told to live.